evening and welcome to the February edition of Curriculum Connection. I'm Medford's Curriculum Director, Laura Lundy. Do you believe that all students can learn? It seems like an easy question, but what if the student doesn't come to school very often? Or what if the student doesn't complete the assigned work? What if the student has a hard time fitting into the walls of a traditional school? Medford School District's mission is to ensure that all students learn, even if there are circumstances that make our mission more difficult to achieve. One way we can ensure that all students learn is to provide different levels of support to different students depending on what they need. Over the past few years, the high school has added academic support in the form of writing and math labs and specialized programs. The high school has also added a tiered study hall system where students who are in good academic standing, C or above, have extra privileges, and those who are not receive extra help. Even with all of this support, sometimes students still struggle to pass. When this happens, students may be placed into an alternative education program. In the district, we have 3 high school alternative programs: MAP, Medford Alternative Program, which is housed in a room at the high school, TAP, Taylor County Alternative Program, and HSED, High School Equivalent Diploma, which both meet at the NTC campus. MAP was added last year and is designed to help freshmen and sophomores who are earning multiple D's and F's stay in school. MAP teacher Gina Lang explains.
The way they get into MAP is they have to have multiple D's or F's and or teacher referrals. So maybe some of the kids who they see at risk that do not have an individual educational plan or a 504 plan. I help them with study skills. I help them organize and write down their assignments. I speak to parents about what needs with their expectations.
One philosophy that our high school teachers have had to work through is the idea that students should be treated as adults as soon as they enter high school.
They're not many adults. They're children. They're teenagers with a lot of different emotions going on. Adjusting to life as a teenager is hard. They need an advocate. They need an advocate in their lives. They need somebody to understand where they're coming from.
Mrs. Lang feels the program is working, but the real proof is in the data. The first semester grades for freshmen are in, and the numbers of D's and F's are at an all-time low. After reaching a high of 10.2% D's and 3.6% F's in the first semester of 2006-2007, the number of D's and F's has continued to drop each year with an all-time low this last semester at only 6% D's and 2.2% F's. Even though all of these supports are working, some students still don't succeed in a traditional high school setting. That is where TAP, Taylor County Alternative Program, and HSED, High School Equivalent Degree, fits in. TAP has been in existence for over 10 years and has graduated 64 students. HSED has been around for over 5 years and has graduated 32 students who may have never received a diploma if the programs were not in place. Alternative education teacher Cindy Gibson explains.
In the TAP program, kids are finishing all the core classes that they need to get a Medford High School diploma. And in the HSED program, they're getting a diploma from the state of Wisconsin. They take the traditional GED tests. They have to score a certain score on them. Then they also have to pass health, civics, and employment. And then they get the diploma from the state of Wisconsin. In TAP, they can walk in the regular Medford graduation ceremony. Our HSED students walk in a graduation ceremony at NTC for other HSED programs.
Misconception is that alternative education is not as rigorous as traditional high school. Gibson says that's just not true.
Students here, like say they're taking Algebra A. They have to do every assignment. They have to pass every unit test with 80%. Now, students at the high school will sometimes skip a homework assignment or something like that, or they might get a D or an F on a test, and in the class they still might pass. Here they have to get 80% on every test. If they don't get 80% the first time, they can go back, study the lesson, and take it again, but they can't go on until they get the 80%. So students work very hard here for their high school diploma.
The 2 seniors I talked to say they feel more successful at the alternative school because
they're a lot more helpful here, I guess. It's more like, you know, they're right there, so.
Didn't get enough help in high school. I didn't really care because I never got the help, so I just said, I don't want to do this anymore.
And now you believe you can?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They can work at their own pace. when they come in. We set up an individualized learning plan for them. These are all the classes you have to finish, but they get some choices as I want to do all my math first, or I want to do social studies the first half of the day and math the second half of the day, however they want to organize that. We have 11 or 12 in each session right now, and then I'm there and my assistant Kelly Keene is there, so there's 2 people. It's a good student to teacher ratio. They can get all the individualized help they need. For some of them it works because it's a smaller community. It's not so many people. It's just those 12 people in the classroom at one time, and some people do better in that. And some people just really want to work. They're willing to work hard for 3 hours in school and get their classes done, but they like the idea that part of their schooling is a job too, because some of them already know the job they want when they get out of high school. Some of them already have that job.
This year, the Medford School District has taken alternative education one step further, offering a new program for adults who did not receive their diploma while in high school.
Medford Adult Diploma Academy kind of grew out of the alternative high school. It has the same idea for helping people get a diploma. It's in our alternative high school classroom 3 nights a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it's open to adults in the community who never finished their diploma for whatever reason. In the Adult Diploma Academy, we also have 2 tracks. We have students finishing the classes. We've looked at their transcript, and just like we do the high schoolers, you need this many math, this many social studies, so they're doing that. They're using the same curriculum that the high schoolers do. It's mostly online. They also have to finish some electives that the school board wrote into the policy. And the other track it's called GETO 2, and it's again taking the traditional GED test, but a higher score is required. Also some additional electives and competencies, and then both of those tracks get a Medford High School diploma.
Already, this program has had its first graduate and success story.
Our one student who's graduated already is having his first child this spring, and it was really important to him to become a high school graduate before he became a father.
Alternative education is not easier. It's just different. Alternative education is being flexible enough to offer education that matches the way a student learns, allowing all students to be successful and helping the Medford School District achieve its mission of ensuring all students learn. For Curriculum Connection, I'm Laura Lundy.